1 in 6 US workers pretends to use AI to please the boss. AI anxiety is real and it's causing bizarre behavior. If you're one of the people who pretend to use AI at work, then worry not. There's likely another 15 of you per 100 employees in your company. This is from Howdy.com. According to the survey, 3/4 of people's employers expect them to use AI in some way, and half in some official capacity, and another quarter informally. This leaves some employees using it under duress. Over 1 in 5, or 22%, use it in situations where they're not confident in doing so because they feel pressure to drink the Kool-Aid. That ties in with a quarter of employees who told Howdy.com that they often or always feel overwhelmed by this new tech. Let's not assume AI makes work easier either, despite what companies like Microsoft will tell you. A full third of employees tell Howdy.com that learning and using AI, along with checking for its inevitable mistakes, takes as much time as doing their job without it. That assumes you're checking its results in the first place. 2/3 of workers just blindly accept AI's output without due diligence, per KPMG and the University of Melbourne. Lying about using AI, lying about not using AI. A full 16%, 1 in 6 people, sometimes lie about using AI just to keep bosses happy. What would happen if they just fessed up that they prefer actually using their brains? Many worry they would get passed over for promotion in favor of people who have merged with the Borg. In late 2023, EY did a survey of 1,000 white-collar workers in the US and found 2/3 of them harbored this fear. The anxiety over AI use leads to some bizarre paradoxes. Here's one. While some people pretend to use AI because they're anxious about it, others use it but pretend they don't. Slack's Workforce Index last October, which surveyed over 17,000 global desk workers, found 48% of them were uncomfortable telling managers that they use AI at work. They were afraid of being seen as not competent or industrious enough. Many felt that using AI was like cheating. We've covered a few of these studies. I believe we did the KPMG one. I think we did the Slack one. I'm pretty sure we did the EY one. I could be wrong. Was it the workforce one that we did, the Slack workforce? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah. This anxiety about AI is as much of a thing as social media anxiety, email overload, and Zoom fatigue. That's interesting. An overlap between AI and some other things that exist out in the social digital ecosphere that people think is also bad for you. The reasons are multifaceted. One is the fear of being replaced. This year, nonpartisan think tank, the Pew Research Center, found that about over half of the over 5,000 US workers it surveyed were worried about the future use of AI in the workplace. This one is more about a self-reported kind of like how people feel about AI. And I think we've gone over, it might have actually been this one and a related one in the past. So that's good. A third of those people think that AI will lead to fewer jobs and feel overwhelmed. In spite of the rhetoric about AI creating more opportunities, companies and governments seem to be proving their fears right again and again and again. We covered the Duolingo. We haven't covered the IRS, but here it is. IRS hopes to replace fired enforcement workers with AI. And the Amazon CEO, we've kind of covered it a little bit just in passing. And AI slop is overwhelming projects like Curl, Python, Open Collective, academic publishers, journalism, web search, and social media, because human people cannot keep up with the amount of slop being generated, nor can they process it correctly or in time in order to figure out what's good and what's not good. Then we have telling employees that they have to use it as part of their role at work, or even the dichotomy of, if you're going to do an interview process, you can't use AI, but if you're going to work in our company, then you must use AI. It's really, really weird. Okay.